Yo, it's your boy Eddie. Alright, so this video is about why it's important to just start reading. You don't have to physically read. You have some people that are like, oh, I like to physically read a book, or you know, I like it better. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's actually good, but me, I work a lot of hours. I don't really have time to physically read a book, but I can audibly listen to a book through certain people, and I ain't getting paid no money, so I'm not gonna put them out there. But there's an audio book company that's out there that provides great books that, you know, you can set up a service with them. They'll give you a free book, and you can just start listening and, you know, start picking up things of interest. But it's important to read because you need perspective in life. You need to have empathy for other people in life. You know, a lot of times when you watch TV, there's a lot of agendas. There's a lot of people that are trying to advertise, and they have to be careful how they present themselves when they have advertisers. So it's all about, I was telling my cousin this the other day, that attention is the new currency. It's like a new form of currency. Everybody's trying to get attention. Everybody's trying to get your attention. And that's the new currency. So if they, you know, when you get into the world of books, it's more like you're getting away from all of that. You're getting away from all of this stuff that's on the television, and you're hearing the real stories, the way things really happen, history, the way things really happen, not things that may have, that you thought may have happened, things that actually happened, actual accounts. And it helps. I mean, when you read books, you figure out what's reality, what's fiction. And the more you read, you start to learn who you are as a person. Before I read books, I was like really, you know, I was kind of into religion. But as I read more books, I started to realize, no, this really wasn't me. This was something that I was doing because maybe my parents were handing this down to me. And I'm still figuring out who I am. Because it's not like I read my whole life. We're talking about the past between 3 to 5 years. But mainly the last 3 years I've been really reading. But I try to take the good read challenges. This year I'm hoping I can read about 51 books in a year. For some people that's nothing, you know. But I don't have time like that, you know. But I try to stay aware at least of everything. Not just fiction. Fiction can teach you a lot about life as well, because fiction writers do a lot of research about stuff. So even though the accounts may not have actually happened in real life, it can be real. I just bought this book called The Cartel that talks about the Mexican cartel and how they ran and everything in his life. It's a really good book. It's a fiction book, but it you know, it's stuff that's in there that's actually real. And you can learn a lot about life reading fiction books. Some of the classic literature is like some of the deepest stuff because it's very metaphorical, and you can learn a lot from stuff in the past, because we're all living the same kind of life. It's just different technologies that make things more easier nowadays. But the main purpose of reading is to gain perspective, because a lot of times I think I'm wrong. I mean, I think I'm right on something, and I read a book and I'm like, wow, I could have been, you know, I'm absolutely wrong. Or I'll read two versions of something to kind of get a better context of, well, okay, because you don't want to read something and be too far on one side, not really hear the other side. So yeah, reading books is important. And I'm trying to get, I have a daughter, and I start early, and she sees me reading. She actually tries, even though she doesn't know how to read yet, she grabs a book and she flips the pages and she makes it seem like she's reading because she sees me reading. So it's the same with anything else. Whatever you do, your kids do. So, I mean, it's great because they get to learn who they are a little bit faster. They have a little bit more sense of what's real and what's fake. So yeah, reading is excellent. Yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. I'm Eddie Starr. If you like what I'm saying, yeah, put in the comment box why you think reading is important or why you like reading. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.